I think it's tough. Tuesday we're already on to Sela. And I think we did a really good job of letting go of first week really quickly. And so I think that's kind of the identity of this team is that we're not hanging on to a bad day, a good day, and it just comes back to the motto that we've had since January, which is win the day. So it's all about this present moment. And I think after the game, definitely there's no such thing as moral victories here at Eastern, but we were really excited with some of the things that were shown on film and on the field, not only just like on the actual making plays side of things, but also from the sideline and guys being united and just different sort of feelings that it's hard to describe with words, but I haven't felt since 21. So
Efton said almost the same thing last week that you're saying. So can you take what's happened the last 2 weeks and use that as a positive this week and try to get that first win?
Absolutely. I think that it's all about just for us. Coach Best said it in the team meeting. A lot of people thought that we got just measurably better in 1 week, but it's been an 8-month process to become, a week overnight success, whatever you want to call it, in terms of really upping the productivity that we had and different sort of just execution-wise, how we've gotten better. But I think there's definitely a lot of positives, like you're saying, to ride into next game, especially from the offense side. It was nice to get a lot of points on the board and a lot of production out of a bunch of different positions, including guys like Justice Jackson. It was good to see him go. So
we don't know a lot about Southeast Louisiana. If you're playing Montana State or Idaho State or somebody
Right.
else in the conference, we know a little bit about them. So when you play a team that you don't normally play, is that a different challenge? Is that more fun? I mean, how are you looking at this matchup this week against a team you don't know anything about?
Yeah, I think it's honestly exciting. I really like these first couple of games of every year because I was talking to Miles Williams, a receiver, last night when we were driving home from watching some film on these guys. It's really cool to find different types of play and different body types, especially for us studying the DBs, because you do see kind of the same guys year in, year out at these different Big Sky schools and kind of similar sorts of play from schools, but definitely unique. Some stuff this week that's going to be really cool to see. And just, these guys, I don't know, a lot of them probably haven't ever been to Washington in their life, so it's kind of cool to have the opportunity to play guys like that.
It's too bad it's not going to snow this weekend.
Right.
Us media guys know about them. They're the team that beat Idaho in the playoffs. But how different are they and how good are they?
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a really good team. I honestly had no idea about them. All I knew was that they had that guy that was won the Walter Payton when EB should have won it, but we got it right the next year. So definitely a really good team. They got a lot of talent on the back end. Like I said to you, I'm just excited to go against these guys. Super athletic group. So another great challenge for us on the offense. So
you guys went down to Fresno and outgained Fresno State on offense. What is the confidence level of this offense right now, and what's your level of confidence in your quarterback?
I think we've had the confidence since January, just with the way that we approach things. That's the way we sort of think about it, is like it's all about how we act day to day, and you make the choice to win by your actions day in and day out. And so I think it was great to see that, but I knew from the get-go who Kakoo was going to be when he came in here. You can ask him. One of the first weeks he was here, I told him he was going to be special, and so it was cool to see it. Now everyone in the world knows it, but we've known in-house for quite a while. And then same thing with the offense. Coach Chapin, I believe in him 110%. It's been absolutely incredible for me to watch before my eyes a coach develop players, a unit, a culture. I'm really, really grateful, and a great addition that we brought on a couple of years ago. So
when you guys make a comeback like you did and get into overtime and then double overtime, obviously that was probably a lot of emotion spent in that game. How do you, going into your home opener here on Saturday, how do you kind of make sure that you guys don't come out flat and, that you spent too much in that last game?
Yeah, I think a lot of it goes back to last year. We didn't do a good job of protecting the Reds, so I really don't think it's going to be an issue for us to come out and just the pride that we take. We touch it every single time we leave the locker room, right? So I think, like we were talking about earlier, it's a lot of momentum that we're going to ride on, but we're not getting lackadaisical at all. Like I said, we've moved on. So I think it's just really exciting, though, to be able to come back home, and it's felt like it's been so long since we played on the Reds, so exciting stuff.
And Efton and Brock last week both said that they could already sense the change from last year. Obviously, after a game like Saturday, it has to be even more magnified. You yourself, what have you seen that's different in this year's team that you like the most?
I think, like I said, last year there were still plays made, but it's those little things. It's coming into the lifts after a game, the feeling in there, the feeling when someone makes a mistake, the feeling when Connor O'Farrell gets a pick, like the whole sideline erupts. Or when we're down 14-3 going into halftime, nobody panicked, nobody was blaming anybody, and everyone was just, we were calm, and we knew that we were going to get it rolling because, like I said, we made the choice to win since January, since November, as soon as that clock hit 0 against Northern Colorado. So,
how nice is it going to be to sleep in your own bed and then get the things you don't get when you got to travel on the road?
yeah, I'm not going to lie, the meals on the away games are always pretty good, the pregame meals, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. I love traveling, but I was same thing. I was talking to someone else about this. It starts to become more of a grind the older you get. It's super exciting the first couple times, But I also keep it in perspective. We got a lot of JUCO teammates, and I was talking to a guy, Jared Taylor, and he was like, "Listen, man, you don't want to do the 16-hour bus rides and stuff." So I'm grateful either way. But yes, it will be nice to be in my own bed.